Hello traders, Lord Ray with HypedOnCrypto.com, your #1 source for cryptocurrency technical analysis and blockchain education. In this live stream, we're going to be doing what we do every day, taking a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and all the alts. Happy Monday, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we were talking about this last night. We had issued already a bearish tornado watch. Look at the levels on the MACD histogram of bearish divergence that we kept screaming about. We've been screaming about over and over and over again. And finally, that bearish divergence on the MACD happened, right? It finally worked out. But you know what? It's really not that bad. And, you know, looking back on it, from this swing high, from where X is, this wick, to the swing low to C, we've only retraced like 38% of the way. That's it. So that's your big time swing high. This is all nothing burger down here, okay? So from swing high to swing low, you retrace 38% of the way and you're breaking down. That is really, really weak. Really weak. So yeah, we're out of the wedge right now, but someone might say, oh man, but maybe it's a channel or something. Well, you know what, man, I'm leaving it like this, okay? We can do whatever we want. I'm gonna get a lot more pattern development, a lot more movement before I touch anything with my trend lines here, okay? So, oh, but the 6th is upon us, 2 more days. We're approaching that vertical line, which signifies the 6 on the chart. How will that go? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Decibels just keep picking up, man. I turn it down, they go up. Crazy, man. That's Space Nectar. All right, let's take a look at chat. Yeah, I know, like, my OBS crapped out real early. I think at least it did it, you know, before I even went really live. So, what's up, Learn Crypt Fud? What's up, Anthony, man? Nick, EOS on the list, dude. Good to see you. B Slice, Best Tea. What about coffee, man? What's up, Chris K9? GVT, we'll look at it, Alked, man. Second on the list. What's up, Robbie Penny, man? Week's off to a good start. Yeah, man. For sure, dude. For sure. You can hear me breathing, but my mic was muted, man. No way. I call foul, B-Slice. What's up, Mo Crypto? Quart Chain, Hans Timmermans. That's funny, man. G&T Knowles. These non-depressing coins, NANO. Wonder how NANO went, right? I could just guess. It did terrible when Bitcoin tanked. It probably went with it, I'm sure, right? DGD exploded. Well, what was it? Quadruple MACD bullish divergence on the daily, Brad, in a falling wedge pattern. Gotten right back into it, so not really surprising. Yep, and it's gone. Yep, I'm just getting through part to the chat, where I guess my stream crapped out, went to 0 kilobytes a second, and came right back up. Thanks, Hans Timmermans, man. Crappy connection for the next hour. Oh, you are one, man. I thought you were talking about mine, because my connection evidently is crappy. What's up, Rick Lewis, man? Happy to check it while at the office working. Don't let me distract you, man. Don't want to get you in trouble, dude. What's up, Wolf of Worcestershire? Worcestershire sauce? Worcester, man. Abdul, hello, my friend. There's Miguel, take shelter. Bearish tornado warning. Oh my god. First time you're catching the beginning of the stream, Andy Nick. Sorry, just making sure I'm not missing any kind of, wow. What happened, Brad? Brad Fisker? Someone called you Brad Fisker. Ethereum to Bitcoin gonna get wrecked? It was getting wrecked. So was Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, but they're not out of their wedges, their respective wedges like Bitcoin is. What's up, to Jesus, man? Anonymous Ferocities, close to launching his bot. Heck yeah, man! Don't let it take over the world. Nasdaq about to reach all-time highs, man. The stock market is on fire right now. Cryptonomics, you checking your IRA, man? My counts are nice. Today, anyway. What's up, MK? Good seeing you, brother man. MK's in the house, as well as others. The legends, the Jesus legends. Pay our respects. We haven't had any Jesus chimes today yet, so kicking it off with our respects. You'll put ARN on the list. Andy? No problem, man. No problem. Oh, my goodness, man. My goodness. I thought that song was long. You know, time just flies. I forgot, right? It just always flies by, and I'm unable to really, you know. It's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. Okay, so ARN's on the list. What's up, Francisco, man? What's up, Nod Butterman? P. Miller? Yes, recovered quite well. Quite well. Always feels good, man. Recovering like that, getting good sleep. It was nice. Travis Ward wants burst. Burst coin. Travis loves his burst. That's his Squirtle, man. What does a burst evolve into, Travis, man? Zill for Jedi Surfer. On the list. What's up, Ricky, man? BTC to Bitcoin. Bitcoin to BTC to Base Nectar. What's up, Alex, man? Yeah, Nano. Yeah, man. Well, look, dude, like, oh my God, you know, God forbid I do trade sub and Bitcoin tanks and all the alts tank. All of them. All of them. All of them. It's just. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just a joke how everything's so. It's like, oh, when's it gonna crap out? When's Bitcoin gonna crap out? Crap on all the alts. Like, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. So it's like, do I even post a trade setup? Oh, well, you know, everyone's gonna be like, oh, there's no value in the Patreon because, you know, we lost like 40 to 50% on average of every single coin on the cryptocurrency market in May. So, hey, we're just gonna lose our Patreon because they don't see value in it when they're getting, you know, education classes for like $40 each because there's 2 a month and all the other amenities too. It's just crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. Just like, oh my God, you know, hey, let's do some stocks. Oh wait, we can't legally. So, the only well, I'm pigeon-footed or pigeonholed whatever to cryptocurrency, and then we can't even really talk about shorting because most people don't even short; they just buy. So I have to do trade setups in a bearish market, and we can't short it. We can't short in a bearish market for the most part. I mean, I know it's possible, but again, most people don't do that. Most people just have a Binance account and are new, and we just want instant trades and 1000% gains. So, Worcester, Robbie, is that what it is? Worcester sauce? You missed the disco lights, Chris K9? Well, we'll do the disco lights again at 5,000 subs. I'll be a party wizard, man. 4,000 subs. Oh, hey, look, we only need... what, 788 more subs on our main YouTube page, and I will be a party wizard. Okay. Let's go to 6K. Dorian. Boris, is the cipher pattern still valid? No, you were too weak, man. You couldn't even run up. Normally, look, I mean, the guidelines are pretty strict, and everything was met except this right wing, and we were so freaking weak, we couldn't even hold. We couldn't even keep rising, so we just broke down. But you know, we discussed that. We discussed, I don't know how you're going to get there with all this bearish divergence. I don't know how we don't break down, and we got it. So we broke down. We were discussing it literally last night on stream. Trip to the moon. Lee's on the 6 HP. Oh God, man. Might be, you know, the opposite. Inverse moon. What's up, Emily? Beeswax. Good to see you. Wrench Gangster here. ADA. Yeah, Rockaroo. Chris K9's, he got no sleep using Discord all night. Oh God, man. XLM for HFL. What's up, Maddie? The upper cipher right wing also went down out of the pattern and then up. Well, I think I just kind of answered that, right? I don't know. I'm like behind on chat. I'm trying to catch up. So, what's up, Scara, man? Should Scara, right? Out to 10-time portfolio, please. What's up, John Barry? Crypto SB in the house. What's up, Play Dead? Sorry, we're almost done. And there's Julia. Hello, Julia, the Jesus lady. Yeah, Blockhead 80 A's on the list, man. Okay? Okay. B-Slice says, if you want the best internet. Oh my god, that scared me. When I'll hear that noise, and that notification sound is like when I get disconnected from OBS, among other things, but it's like... Ethereum bear or bull. What's up, Bokenbergen? Hopefully I said that right. I don't know. So, yeah. Bitcoin holding that 50 MA as support. We're outside of that rising wedge pattern, no matter what way you look at it. And we retraced from swing high to swing low 38% of the way before crapping out. But, you know, we're not done. We could, yeah, of course, you could just break to the upside here, okay, and keep running. And we could stay valid on our cipher for sure. Okay? But it will be interesting to see. The volume's, you know, still pretty crap. It still keeps shrinking. You see that? No, I don't think so, Bradford. I don't think so, man. We've tested the waters, man. We tested the waters. Doing well, Julia. Doing well. Oh, I'm on the Bluetooth. You're heading to a job stacking stones, stacking stoner, man. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. We'll see how the 50 holds. We have 39 minutes left. All right, we change the song up, and then we'll head on over to Ethereum to Bitcoin and check that out. Okay. One sec. Which one? Yeah, this one's it. Ethereum to Bitcoin, man. So this one fell out too, but barely. But this one got closer to levels, you know, that would be understandable if we broke out bearishly. So we ended up, it was really just kind of like Class C bearish divergence, right? You just had stagnation and momentum, right? Just 3 times you made a higher high on price and triple double topped on your histogram. So it was a mild form of bearish divergence, but it wasn't the strongest. But sure enough, what happens to Bitcoin? Oh, it doesn't matter. Everything else goes with it for the most part. We're back. We're 53 on the RSI now. Volume has not really done anything crazy at all. It's just movement. And we're now, you know, we fell below that 20, closed below the 20. Now we're trying to break back above to that 20. So we'll see how this plays out. But again, you know, if this keeps on marching up, we could just make an adjustment to our bottom trend line and continue up to more reasonable levels for this cipher pattern before breaking out bearishly. So I'd like to see how that goes. Would like to see how that goes. But you notice how that 200 MA played a pivotal role in resistance support, and we just couldn't hold it and got rejected there. So never really good when you do that. Okay. All right, that's Ethereum. How much more to it? Our, you know, established bottom trend line of the rising wedge has been breached. But again, if we just keep on marching, testing this area, we could just make an adjustment. So 7-week long, beautiful bull trend has turned into a bearish trend, forming on a harmonic pattern. No matter what way you look at it. I mean, that's the reality of it. All the criteria is met from X, A, B, C, and D. Let's go to Ripple. Ripple hit that measured move last night. Remember we did it? 9 cents was that measured move. Touched 9 cents and broke down. But hey, you know it's nice. You're holding that 20 MA right now. But look how you whipped off that 200 MA, used it as resistance, got rejected, showed forms of bearish divergence. Even though it was mild, it was still there. It was still there. You didn't get it on your RSI necessarily, but you got really high at 74, ran all the way down at one point to 51 from 74. So remember we had that huge spike in volume on this one candle, very small body, but the wick is larger, and the reason why the volume candle is so large is because you had tons of sellers come in rejecting this, pushing the price down before the candle body closed. So just because you see a big green candle doesn't mean it's just all buyers. It just means there were just a few more buyers than sellers on this indecision candle, and then we broke down from there. All right, so what's in store? What's in store for Ripple? Could backtest. We never backtested. We never touched this area once, so we could come down all the way, test the 50 MA while testing the upper trend line of the descending broadening wedge pattern, and maybe break to the upside again. That'd be nice. Nice to see that. But again, I think this is very, very dependent on Bitcoin. All right, very dependent on that coin. So that's it, man. That's it. Could be forming a rising wedge right now, like Bitcoin. Very well could be. So keep that in mind. We just gave ourselves the plot points we needed to draw a rising wedge at this point. What do I mean by that? Right? There you go, man. Easy enough. Easy enough. A miniature swing high to your swing low. Plot point 1, plot point 2 on the top trend line. Plot point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. We'll see how it plays out. See how it plays out. Okay? Could be bad. You just know if Bitcoin craps, this thing's crapping too. Okay. Alright. Descending broadening wedge breakout measure move was hit. A short-term bullish reversal. That's a descending broadening wedge. We hit it. The TA was respected like the Jesus man. Okay. So now we might be forming another fractal pattern. Okay. Very cool, man. Very, very cool. Give me a sec. Anthony's on time. He did it, man. He did it. So blinking. Just scrolling through chat again, okay? How's Katie doing? Katie? What? Katie who? No, Anonymous Ferocity says, did y'all know the Deft operating system is the best hacking software that the CIA and NSA uses? No, I didn't know that. You learned something new. Afternoon, bed and breakfast coin, please. UK man, did you have a good bed and breakfast, man? Okay, B&B. Yeah, man. You were on Mitch time, Anthony? Yeah, Neo to the US dollar tether, Julia. Sure. Okay, that's XRP. Let's go to EOS. EOS had a great move up, but then of course, things that move up like that so high, so fast, have to correct, have to retrace. There you go, you had a price contraction, right on both sides, broke down bearishly. But look, you fell below that 20 MA, now you're using it as a resistance, trying to break back above it, 32 minutes left on the 4-hour candle. And yeah, got way too overbought. I mean, my goodness. We hit 80. We discussed this. We hit 82 on the RSI. We said the last time we hit 82 on the RSI. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, my internet's trash. Whatever. Yeah, I know. Whatever. I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do about it. So. The internet doesn't go out. It's not the internet. The internet's not cutting me out. Nothing on my internet is stopping except my OBS. So, someone can explain that, whatever. Down to 53 on the RSI. You had that golden cross, but man, it's very iffy right now to say what's going to happen with this. We could probably back test all the way back down to 16,940. We never did that at all. We just broke out bullishly, and then, you know, if we can't hold this 50, you're coming down, or excuse me, you can't hold the 20, you're coming down at 50 for sure. So that's going to happen. COS broke a little pattern of price contraction, bearishly. It happens. You could probably blame Bitcoin. I'm sure it has something to do with it. No, there's nothing Mission Control or anyone can do about this. It's a stupid problem. I have no idea what it is, and I'm probably one of the only people that have the issue, so not even Charter's going to know what to do about it. They're not going to know. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, oh, your internet's fine, but you get cut out streaming. We don't care. It doesn't seem like a big deal, even though it's a huge deal. It's very, very disruptive. Ruins the stream. So. Of course, HB, yeah, the Beanie Baby Gods heard me talking trash about them. I'm getting throttled, man. Getting DDoSed, yeah. For sure, man.
Emily Beeswax tipped $5. Thanks for keeping my man inspired. You're helping us.
Hey, Emily Beeswax, thank you so much for the kind words and that $5 contribution. Really do appreciate it. I'll do everything in my power to continue just trying to be positive, even though sometimes it's difficult. But tell your husband I say hello, Arthur. I don't know if he's in here. I've just seen you typing today. I didn't see him, so thanks again. Robbie ZRX on the list, no. I can put it there though. The list is starting to get a little long, so you know how that is. These day streams, if they don't stay lit, I just will go off, you know, go off air. Michael buffering. Who's Michael buffering? What about Warren buffering? Anthony, that'd be way funnier. Yeah, Eva, all in on that coin. Or, yeah, GWC. Long as your face. That's right, man. Well, not quite. Not quite there yet, almost, so. That's COS. What more do you want to talk about? I mean, we didn't hit the measure move, the falling wedge, but maybe we're not done retracing. Maybe something like this is going on now. Maybe this is very well going on now. We don't know. It's hard to say right now. Okay. Or you could say some sort of falling wedge or something, right? You don't have the touch points for it. It's not valid yet, but those are parameters, right? You got 2 touch points here, 2 touch points on the bottom trend line, but again, not a valid wedge. It's just it looks like a wedge. It just doesn't have the touch points to validate that it is a textbook wedge yet, okay? Miniature wedge, whatever. Okay, so just like a falling pennant, whatever. Okay, man? Okay. I want to say. That's it. There you go, EOS. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. GVT. Frog head, man. Oh, the head fake, man. We couldn't hold, could we? Just couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. Making lower highs. Huge spike in negative momentum. The highest spike in negative momentum we've technically seen since. Wow. Back on the 15th of March. That's pretty nasty. Nasty moves in negative momentum. It's been months. Crazy. Well, yeah, you had a breakout on this huge falling wedge pattern, but we just couldn't sustain it. And that happens a lot in corrections, okay, where you're in trends that are bearish. You run up to test those old levels, but you're just not unable to hold and break above them. So you just fall right back into that original pattern that we're seeing right here. Huge. It all started, the first plot point of this was the 8th of March. All right. So we've been in a pattern For legit, like 3 months, we've been in this falling wedge pattern. That's pretty crazy. But Arkhead wants to see the daily, where the wedge looks beautiful, guys and gals. It looks wonderful on the daily, right? We'll look at the weekly too, but let's see. You got quadruple MACD bullish divergence like crazy. So you got not only this here, okay, here and here. Then you also have, let's just get rid of, let's just move this, whatever. Because remember, you can't scale it. For some reason, TradingView doesn't scale it. We had Class C bullish divergence, right? Ended up looking like that, right? Oh, slight bullish divergence. My goodness. You had slight bullish divergence on the daily before breaking to the upside. And then from there, this is all we did. What did we do, technically? If you look left, previous candle body high close right here on the daily. We were unable to break it, right? We ran up, wicked off it twice, and also the 50 MA, like scrubs. Remember when you're in a scrub bear trend, you use that 50 MA as pretty much the ultimate resistance before breaking down to lower prices. So that's what we're doing. We're in the downtrend, failing to break the 50-day moving average, which is bad, okay? Is bad. So, yeah. That's the daily, and then the weekly Arkhead wants us to look at it. We don't have that much data, right? We don't even have a MACD histogram Arkhead on the weekly. You see what I'm saying, man? It's terrible, just terrible. But I mean, again, the wedge looks very good. Looks very good. And look what you're doing on the weekly for Arkhead, right? You're running up, wicking, and using that 20-week moving average as a resistance and completely selling off from touching it. Okay, so that's bad. Right, so currently at 53 on the RSI. So neutral there. But again, no oscillator on our MACD. That sucks. Okay. Okay. Hope that helps, Arkhead, man. Hope that helps, dude. Let's see if we can hold that 20. If not, you're breaking down to lower prices again. Which wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Just know that we've been in 3 months of a correction here. Remember the average for corrections? They lasted about 3 months, a little over.
T-Dub tipped $5. Burst
T-Dub.
Can't help it. I love watching my beanie baby.
Hey, Mr. Ward, dude. T-Dub. Do you want me to call you T-Dub from now on, man? Thanks for that $5 contribution. We'll take a look at Squirtle Coin right now. Squirtle Coin. Did you tell me what it evolves into? When you train it enough? Just a beautiful pattern, though. Freaking beautiful pattern. This could turn into something really nice a little later. Once we get some more higher highs, higher lows. Okay, breaking out of this for real and not head faking. Burst, man. Oops, wrong exchange. Hold on. What? What is it that makes me go to Bittrex? I don't know why. Okay. Measure moves hit. Might be forming a... Maybe a flag. Maybe not. It's not bad, man. It's not bad at all. I like that. Nice one. Nice one, T-Dub. Hold on a sec. Let me get through some chat real quick. What's up, BK? Is that you, BK? My Canadian brother, man? Patrick O'Brien's in the house. Fellow Patrick. Did I do Theta yet? No, BK. No one asked about Theta. I know Theta is one of the largest market cap cryptos in the world, right? Many Kappas on your Theta? Kappas override Thetas. Okay. How's the yearly looking for EOS? How about the decade Scara? Proof of Beanie Baby, Mr. Kanatomo. Hello, my friend. Okay, you're Belgian. Alright, sorry, we have a guy named BK Hood. He also has a Twitch name called VK Hood. So, you're BK as well, so I think. But welcome. Glad you're here. My friend across the pond. That's why we started doing day streams, because we had so many European brothers and sisters that just were unable to attend the crypto sessions, the TA sessions. So we showed that bearish divergence last night, and we got it. We broke down, but we're showing a lot of strength. Okay, not able to push the price down very hard. So we'll see how it plays out. T-Dub. I mean, if this was in fact a bull flag combination, really nice move up. I mean, you made a measure move, that little ascending triangle thing, right? Pattern. We hit it, broke down. That's okay, you're not done. 72, wherever you broke out hypothetically. 72. Stay right there. There you go, man. 425, okay. Let's move this up now. Here's your measure move. If it plays out, T-Dub. Yeah, Deanna, it in cash tanked. It broke out bearishly. Of course. Why? Well, you know, when you're dealing with S coins and you're, you know, when you're like the one coin to rule them all craps, that's in cash. A S coin's gonna crap too. So. So last night's dip and expected retracement. I mean, like, I don't know, man. You know, MK, again, you can say that, but it doesn't have to necessarily always be a rising wedge pattern to be a cipher pattern. So, either way, I just need some more, I need more candles. I don't have enough, not near enough right now to decide, but, I think we would definitely backtrace, right? Remember that breakout we had on absolutely no volume? We never back tested it. We're going to back test that at some point. And that would require us falling below the 50 MA. And the wedge isn't very wide. I think we discussed it was like 7170 measure move.
Benito tipped $1.11. BCN for favor. No bad news. Mexico. Rocket.
No bad news. MX. What is that, man? Yeah, we can do a BCN, whoever you are. I know you're not Benito. Screw Benito. But thank you for the $1.11. Alright, we discussed our plan of action here on burst. What do you have to do if you're a bull? If you can hold up here, you can even break down again and test the 50 and stay within this falling, this flag pattern. And then break to the upside and then run all the way up to 425. So, BCN. Still just holding within the parameters of this little channel we have, right? You broke to the upside. Seems like you're probably doing what NANO did too. Just falling, just continuing to fall. Make that pinpoint. So yeah, nothing. I mean, big old nothing burger. Yeah, one could say, hey, we broke out, right? We broke out of a downward sloping channel. You don't have to look at it like that. You can just say that you broke to the upside on a bullish impulse, and now you're consolidating against that move up. which is good, but you're retracing. You probably retrace 61% of the way, right? So you're reaching normal levels of retracement before maybe moving to the upside again. Now you're actually below that. You're wicking off that 618 using it as resistance, as well as that heart line of the downward sloping channel. So could be running to the 786. So you're at your retracement level still kind of, you're starting to get a little weird, but this thing can just keep breaking down to lower prices. Because, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, what did you do? Think about it like this. Remember trends, the trend's your friend. What did you do when you double topped here with bearish divergence? You made a lower high than your previous high. What was a previous high? And it was a miniature swing high. It wasn't even a big deal. 96, we ran up, wicked off of it, had no candle body close, even touch it. Okay, so you didn't even double top from that. You just made a lower high and you're breaking down again. You could very well see lower prices, make a lower low, and then break to the upside again. And it could be a nice one and make lower prices and say it's a lower high than these highs. And just keep doing that over and over and over, okay? So, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. I mean, what's the measure move? I think we haven't even hit the measure move of the descending triangle really yet. 70, 71 sats from the breakout. Not even close, man. Not even freaking close. See how it plays. So yeah, man. Oh, we'll see how it goes on Benito's coin. All right. See how it goes. See how it plays. Okay, man. 74 is going to be a support. We'll see if we can double bottom off of it and muster something. But yeah, just have your parameters and keep your eye on it. That's all you can do. We're showing right now bullish divergence. That's nice. Hey, y'all. Good news. Bullish divergence. You're making lows, you're making lower lows, you're making lower levels of negative momentum. Great. Great to see that you got that going for you, which is nice. But we had bearish divergence here. Broke down. See if we can break to the upside now. Okay, there's BCN. Great, man. GNT. I don't know if we looked at Gollum yet today. Did we? No, we didn't look at Gollum coin. Big move down. Huh. Bouncing off that 50 MA. These are the lowest risk areas around these areas before breaking to the upside if you're wanting to play this, if one wanted to play this on GNT anyway. Still making levels, slight levels of bullish divergence. Drink. Okay, if you can hold this 50 MA, that bodes very, very well for you. We'll see how it plays out. Volume's abysmal on the breakdown. No big deal. No big deal. Nothing significant. We know what's happened. We have broken previous candle body high closes. And we're at another one. We're at a support right now. Holding that. Look left. So we'll see if this holds up. But, yeah, as we discussed, bull pull, bull flag, measure moves up here. Always the best areas to take the lowest risk possible are at the bottom trend line of the flags. That's how they're played. That's it. There's your GNT, your Gollum coin, the one coin to rule them all. So, Mr. Malik, you're gonna buy your first cryptocurrency. Any suggestion? Well, I don't, I'm not technically like giving financial advice, so I'm not gonna tell you what to get. I can tell you that I like BNB because it has like lots of intrinsic value, a real world good and service that's helping people every day or hurting people, but that's not really the point. And they make money every time there's a fee. Every time there's a transaction, there's a fee made for them, for BNB themselves. Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. That's right. That's right, Julia. What's up, Alan Martinez in the house? J-Elite, probably, man. Probably. What are my thoughts on Zill? Zill's on the list, Deanna. Yeah, right, Skira. Exactly. What's up, Paris? In the house. Nice to see you.
Swiller tip $10. Belated congratulations for 100th chill stream. Big up the Mitch man. Grab yourself some Newcastle Brown Ale, UK, with this donation if you spot it at the ale store.
I'm sure that could be arranged. Swiller man, dude, thanks so much for the $10 contribution. Means freaking everything, dude. Really does. And thanks for the congratulations. Yeah, it's been a long journey, man. A lot of episodes. And you think about it, this isn't even Crypto and Chill. How long have I been doing day streams? Many months as well, right? So we're talking like probably around 200 live streams I've done. So we didn't even celebrate doing 200 live streams, or we're not even keeping count of the day streams. So that's probably our own fault. So we don't have like a metric of knowing, but I'm sure someone could figure it out. Got a little weird when we got temporarily suspended from our main page. And sometimes when we go way too nuts at night, sometimes we'll take off. I mean, not sometimes, like barely. So, Mr. Stomps, thanks for being here. Oh, White Apollo 11 needs his dose of Tron Connect. You're the first person, I think, maybe that said anything about Tron Connect. There's Alan saying Tron Connect. There it is. Got to get our fix. Finn Van Horn, that's right. Can take a look at it, MK, for sure. We got 8 minutes, so did I take Digimon coin or check it? It popped, but now it's retracing like crazy. Paris, you just head to our website, man, and like all the, you can see like, I think there's like one-on-one education, and just go into that, and then like our team will get in contact with you or something, or you can just PM us in Discord. Huh, Coach K. Can't even go into it, man. The Dutch are into crypto. That's right, Mr. Stomps. The Nordic folk. Well, the Nordic and European folk. You get too bored looking at 1 hour candles. Well, Verocities, we're looking at 4 hour candles, so get 4 times as bored, man. How's EOS's TA? Might be forming just some bullish consolidation right now. Getting ready for a move up again, but I think a lot of it's dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin wants to crap out, you know how that is. You got stopped out at 2.3% of a Bitcoin. A better way of predicting the top of the breakout, Yanni. We can, I guess we can just look at DGD. People have been asking about it a lot. So let's just go to DGD real quick before the look on the 8s. Well, man, hard to say on this one, man. Hard to say. Look left, previous candle body high close. What was it? 25,889. Look how we ran up to it, wicked off of it, and broke down, right? But Bradford, man. Bradford was like, hey, man, do we got a sim triangle? It's like, yeah, man. Sim triangle. And broke out of it. Went to the moon, man. Went to the freaking moon. So, yeah, man. Nice level in volume. Nice spike in volume. Highest level of volume we've seen since, my goodness, back on the 15th of March. Okay, this is a long time coming. A very, very long time coming on this. So, you know, when in doubt, if you're in a trade. If something crazy like this happens, just remember, look left at previous candle body high closes. Those are always going to be really strong levels of resistance. So I guess that's probably the only way to tell you in this situation, you know. But I mean, you said 2.3% of it. I mean, dude, you can't be mad at that, because look how far it kept retracing, right? So I think you should hold your head high that you got in on this and you made good profit. Okay, so we're just on our way to back test. You can't just break a downward sloping trend line like this with heavy resistance and not back test it. You almost always back test. So coming back to test it to see the validity of it being a support that was once a resistance. Okay, highest spike in positive momentum we've seen since April 6th. Okay, remember April 6th back here. So that's it. That's it, man. We ran up, hit the 786 fib support. You know, we don't have targets on, you know, fibbed right now in the longer term. They're just support still, but we respected it. So yeah, man. That's it. It's DGD. Great. Congratulations on those who got in. Awesome. Look, on the daily, this is what we were talking about last time we looked at this. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 forms of bullish divergence on the daily, and we finally popped. We popped what we did on the daily. We ran up, tested the 50 MA, wicked off of it. Why do you do that? Well, normally when you're a scrub coin, that's what you do. When you're in bear trends, that's exactly what you do. It's a very common area you wick off. Look what you do when you're in a bull trend. Look, do you see this? Do you see this? That's what happens when you're in a bull trend. If you're in a bear trend, you do the same stuff, inverse, right? You wick off bearishly. Okay, so this is like still in a downtrend. What are you doing if you top out here and you're done? You're making a lower high on the daily than your previous high, lower high than your previous high, lower high than your previous high, over and over and over again. Just because you're breaking to the upside doesn't mean at all that this trend has reversed in any shape, form, or capacity. You didn't even run up and test the downward sloping trend line, or excuse me, the upper trend line of the downward sloping channel, right? You didn't even touch that or test it. So, nice spike in volume. Again, we know that. There you go, on the daily, highest spike in positive momentum you had seen since really just the 23rd, right around here. Not a big deal. So there you go, man. In the grand scheme of things, when you look at the daily, this isn't really anything. It's not a big deal at all. It's not crazy at all. So we knew a pop was coming with all this divergence, like crazy. We discussed that multiple times. So we just didn't really know exactly when. I guess, you know, when you head faked on that bearish breakout and got back in, formed that sim triangle, you broke out of it. Boom. Broke to the upside. Thanks, HB, man. Oh yeah, Tron Connect's on the list. Oh, it's Yeti, Crypto Yeti, man. It's, I don't know, I forgot to change it. You know, we had like white lines already, just kind of kept it there because it was a little bit easier to see, I guess. It really was nothing, man. There's literally no reason why it was red. Not bad, dude. So we have 20 seconds to kill before you're local on the 8s. Tron Connect keeps you from dying. Finn Van Home, be careful, man. Go to a Tron Connect methadone clinic ASAP. Boom, Brad. Boom, Brad Fishker. You did it, man. It's now time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. For our candle closing in 1 minute and 37 seconds. Let's see if we can hold. We held twice. We're holding again. If all things stay the same, it's nice. Nice holding, wicking off that a couple times. Someone produced diamonds in a lab, now the jewelry stores can't tell the difference between them. Paradox of value, man. And crazy how something so stupid and useless can be worth so much. And then something like water that we need to live and survive costs almost nothing in the first world. There's a term for that. It's called the paradox of value. Nah, I'm not. I normally just always color the wedges white. Just that time it was, you know. Again, I don't know why I didn't color the other one white, like I always do. NYC flooded. Okay, 25 seconds left on this 4-hour candle. Volume dropped off. It's been dropping off since the moves down. We had one nice little spike. Since then, it's just been lower levels of volume. So we'll see. All body bot. God, look at that drop off, man. That drop off in volume is crazy. I am Velocities. I am man. I'm using TradingView. Okay, 4-hour candle is closed officially. It's done. It's done. Is it wrong to love red days? Nah, man. Nothing wrong with that. No W water? What? Smart water? It's true, Scarab. Yeah, mining. Gold's also in like electronic equipment too and stuff, but it's a very small percentage. I think like 75% plus of gold is just in gold bars. It's not really, you know, it has intrinsic value and utility, but it's very, like, a small percentage of it. Smaller percentage. That's right, Julia. Perfect timing. So we'll see how it plays out. We've held off that 50 twice now. Doesn't mean we're out of the woods by any means, okay? So we'll see if we can establish a swing low. We need the 4-hour candle body to be a higher high. That would make it to where we established a swing low. So right now we don't know if this is in fact the swing low at all. We don't know if we're done yet. Just need more data for us, okay? So that's Bitcoin. Outside of the wedge, the 2 touch points, the information that we have currently, we're outside of it. But again, using that 50 as support, which is always good to see. Always good to see that. Oh, you had a tweezer double bottom on Ethereum. Nice. We'll see it, and it's a bullish engulfing candle. I like that a lot, man. We'll see how this plays out. See how it plays out. Could be a reversal, but it's just hard to say. Hard to say. That could just be a swing low. That could have been the swing low right here. Swiller, it's called the local on the 8s because the Weather Channel, man. The Weather Channel in Atlanta, Georgia in the United States. It's been around for a very long time, and they have something called the local on the 8s. So on their programming, on their channel, every 8, you know, it's like every 10 minutes they have a local on the 8s. So it's like for your local viewing area, the weather forecast. It goes into like your 3-day, your 10-day, you know, all that stuff, the radar, whatever. Oh boy. Tron Connect. Star Wars Worlds. Where's Star Wars Worlds, y'all? Maybe Star Wars Worlds is like a metaphor. Maybe it's... Star Wars Worlds is always with us. It's just someone. There's always a Star Wars Worlds that will be here. Okay. See how it plays out. If you say that was in fact the swing low, Still technically kind of a wedge. One could claim and say it's a flag, but either way, flag or wedge. We run up, test those good areas where you normally break down on the cipher. That would be not, I mean, I wouldn't say it's great. It's never good to see things break down in price, but it'd be nice in respecting the pattern. Okay, so all you just do with the cipher is just move it out a little bit more. No change, no difference right there. So, but the differences between Bitcoin and this one, Bitcoin did not make a swing low. Okay, because to make a swing low, you have to have the next candle, whatever that low was, be overridden by a new candle body close that made a higher high than the swing low. So this is the swing low. We've run up, had a candle body close. Bitcoin did not do that yet. So we just need more data for Bitcoin. But for here, we could almost certainly say that that's the swing low with the tweezer double bottom bullish engulfing candle. Much different. Okay, that's Ethereum. Cool, man. Cool. Knock Ripple out. See how everything's respected here. Let's see, man. Let's see. Is the rising wedge for real? It could be. It could be. This thing, I think, possibly went way too high for us to have a cyber pattern here. So, unless you used this swing high up here, that might be interesting to think about. Blockhead is Bitcoin in an upward channel. In order to make the adjustment, again, like I just said, we need to find that swing low. Once we find the swing low and get confirmation of the swing low, we'll then adjust. We can't do that yet. Yeah, stacking standard, dude, man. Choice is yours. We're conducting an investigation, Mr. Cobb. My name, Ray, right here. Just call me Ray, man, if you want to. So, the parodies, the satire in here, I can smell it. So, what I look for in patterns, I look for all kinds of things, man. I look for divergence on oscillators. I look for pattern development. I look for volume. I look for a bunch of different things. I look for trends. There's a bunch of different things I look for, okay? It's not just one thing. It's putting a bunch of different things together. Can you not see these candles, man? Okay, man. Okay, we think maybe the descending broadening wedge that made its measure move like the Jesus man, it's now formed into some sort of rising wedge because look, we found that swing low. Or actually, yeah, we found the swing low. We ran up, had a close higher than our lowest low right here of the move down. That's when you establish a swing low. Bitcoin hasn't done that, Ethereum's done it, and now Ripple's done it too. So we'll see, maybe we could run all the way up here again. That'd be awesome. Or if we just crap around make a partial rise, hit it again, then break down. Very possible too. But again, all dependent on Bitcoin. See what they do. Bitcoin and Ethereum, the big ones. So. Look at Knowles. Wow. You're right on the cusp of getting wrecked, man. Yeah, this thing could be ending soon. You gotta be very careful. Very careful. Know where we are. I know it seems like a low risk, but this thing's been in this for a very long time now. Been in this upward sloping channel right here since the 21st of April. Alright. We head faked, broke to the upside, just made a partial rise. This is as high as we could get before breaking down again. But I mean, look, you could say maybe, again, maybe not. something along those lines. We'll pull bull flag, but we'll see, man. We'll see if that's how it plays out. And honestly, might need to make an adjustment to this pattern to regard this. But you're about to be touching that. You're actually, wow, you're below it. You're outside of the channel now. You're about to test that 200 MA again. Good luck. Good luck on your journey. Seems like Tron Connect, right? Definitely seems like Tron Connect. There you go. You're in jeopardy of getting wrecked. You are in jeopardy right now. If this gets broken, we'll have to readjust our stuff. But I mean, here's the thing. You know, you had a sim triangle. You broke out bullishly. You've gone on just a fantastic run. But now, what are you doing? You're making lower highs than your previous high. It's not good. You don't want to be making lower highs than your previous highs. So look, you could hold this, break to the upside, make a measure move here. Okay, if you do that, that's great. You're on your way to double topping or going to higher highs. If you don't do that, you're going to crap out. You're going to test all the 200, fail, and break down. Areas of support, just for the short term, right here. It's 1. Around that 45,808 area, look, previous candle body high close. That'll be support for sure. You outstop it twice before running to the upside, so.
To Micron Pink Floyd tip $5. Nvidia looking good, man. MU healthy retrace 2 man. The Jesuses.
That's right, man. Nvidia being the Jesus man. Running on up. I think 278 is the top of the channel. Something like that around those levels. So, I wonder if we can get there. We're all-time highs and stuff right now. Micron, yeah, it had a double top with bearish divergence. That was for sure a thing. So. Well, it was also FUD. It was also I can't remember what bank it was. They downgraded Micron, and that definitely got the price moving down to lower prices too. So it's happened before, though. Believe me, all kinds of people, institutions do that on the stock market all the time. So. Do I ever look at the bars below the candles or the waves? What do you mean, man? NASDAQ had a record close today. Lit. Love the stock market, man. My God. Been live for an hour. Yeah, I didn't bring water up today. Did not bring water up today. Yeah, Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, probably. We can look at Nvidia after this. That'll be fun. Since you contributed, man. Thanks again for the $5, dude. Seriously. Okay, critical areas. Don't get screwed. Let's go to my baby, man. All-time highs, ladies and gentlemen, all freaking time highs. Oh my God. Yeah, 280. 280 is that area. 280 to 282, however long it takes us to get up there. Volume sucks, kind of. But, we're now making bearish divergence. Ugh, gross. On that 4 hour anyway. But if you just keep going, you could top out here. Definitely would just move my stop up on a decent amount of shares, and maybe around that 275 mark, 276 if we could get up there, and then it'll eventually just break down. I mean, it will most certainly break down at these levels, and then I'll get stopped out, and then I'm good with my profit, and then ride the rest like I've been doing. This thing is the Jesus stock, man. This thing is talking about crypto being a gold rush. Yeah, well, Nvidia, they're the ones supplying the shovels. So it's wonderful. And many other shovels for many other things, not just crypto. So yeah, man, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Can't even keep their GPUs on the shelves. So much demand. I love it. Okay, that's NVIDIA. Great. Love me some Captain Z. Love the stream. Well, thanks, man. Really appreciate the kind words, and thank you for the support, and thank you for being here, dude. Okay, feedback's always good to know. Let's look at Micron. Yeah, Micron had that huge $7 drop a couple days ago. A few days ago, it was like Thursday. Yeah, gap down hard. But again, it was no surprise, man. No surprise at all. Look at the 4 hour. I think on the daily you even had bearish divergence. Look. See that, man? Made a high. Made a higher high with lower levels of positive momentum. Made a higher high. Again, lower levels. You had triple MACD bearish divergence. You also had it on the RSI too on Micron. So this was no big deal, right? You know what you did? You had a gap. Gaps have to fill. Okay, there was a huge gap here. When you remember, there are 3 types of gaps, and one of those gaps is just your common everyday gap, where those 80 to 90% of the time get filled eventually. And this thing got filled real quick. But we gapped down, so this gap has to fill too. I don't know, man. You're making a lower high, but we don't know yet. If it's done, we could run down and test the 50 MA on the 4 hour. Yeah, use this area as a support. Right there. As you can see, you just whipped off, bounced off of it, started breaking to the upside again. That's great. But I mean, again, look. This is not all-time high. This is your 52-week high. Beautiful, beautiful trend that we're in now. All right, legged up. Very happy about this one, too. As the volume dropped off in the stock market, it's dropped off, yeah, decent amount. Here's the Qs, man. Also in the Roth IRA, showing gross, very, very gross now. Bearish divergence, man, that sucks. On the daily, showing stupid levels of bearish divergence. This is an ETF of the S&P 500. Okay, it's got the it's percentage like Amazon, Google, Apple. It's got like higher percentages of those holdings. The big players have the highest percentage of the blend. It's nice, man. So it's very, very nice ETF, exchange traded fund. But yeah. Julia, as you can see, volume keeps dropping off. Now, all-time highs. All-time highs. We almost hit them. We also gapped up today. Not by much. But with this kind of stuff on the daily, impending price action reversal. But we could keep going. We could make another higher histogram wick, tomorrow and the next day or whatever. And still keep making bearish divergence while we keep getting overbought, while we keep making higher prices. Alright, so yeah, all-time highs, great. I like it, man. I like it a lot. So yeah, Julia, to answer your question, yeah, volume's dropping off. Volume is dropping off for sure. That's right, Brad. I don't use Bollinger Bands ferocities. What's up, Voltaire, man? Crack-a-lackin', Crypto Cracker. Tell me your favorite cracker. You never told me before. Let me know. Nope, it's not the Bollinger Bands. I use simple moving averages. I use the 20-day moving, or the 20 MA, the 20 SMA, the 50 SMA, the 200 SMA. Simple moving averages, okay? Do not use exponential moving averages in my strategy for swing trading. You're also showing bearish divergence on the 4-hour and the daily. That's not good. Gross. Oh yeah, saltines. Okay, it's not bad, man. Do you put them in your soup, man? Nano got stopped out. Yay. Go to it, knock it out. Oops. Hey man, nothing you can do, right? You broke out on barely any volume, but we had been seeing a little trend around the market for other coins that were doing the same thing, and they were forming the same pattern after impulses up. And you just took a small chance, and yeah, look, Bitcoin broke down. See ya. Now you're back within the downward sloping channel again. Look at the daily on this. My God, this thing's just been completely obliterated. Just neutered, man. Just neutered. I think maybe what we could do now is look at, I think we could do this at this point. I like this. We could definitely look at it like that, alright? Just a huge downward sloping channel at this point. And then within it, maybe we have a wedge. I like that, man. Okay, here's your daily on Nano. You know, another thing we liked about Nano while we made it, I made a decision on, you know, talking about a trade setup, is because of the bullish divergence we were seeing on the daily. But, you know, S-Coin's gonna S-Coin, right? So there you go, man. There you go. This thing's just like in a very, very well-established downtrend and can't pick up anything. It can't even, it's so pathetic, it can't even touch the 20-day moving average or the 50. It's just a really bad coin. Really, technically, it's a terrible coin. Okay, you can say, oh, you don't understand the fundamentals, but I understand technicals, and this is a technically pathetic garbage trash can coin. So look what you did when you moved up this one time with this little you wouldn't even call it a double bottom here, tweezer double bottom. Look at your positive momentum that you ended up making. It was absolutely nothing, just pathetic, right? No volume, no one's playing this because no one wants to invest in it because it's a trash can coin. No, man, you just don't understand. You don't understand the fundamentals of crypto. I understand the fundamentals that billionaires don't want to put their money in it because they don't do anything to help people yet. So, cracker cannibalism. Ah, okay, I gotcha. You can't do it, man. I understand. Okay, what are the hottest crackers to you then? Do you date crackers then? Wintron Connect Moon? Okay. I guess we can just go to Tronics because people want it. Oh, with the buyer wall building up. I don't know, man. Sure. I mean, it could test off the 50 MA and break to the upside again and then run to, you know, levels that we would want to see on a bearish cyber pattern. Remember, like what we thought was around that 8,000 to 8,300 area was where we wanted to see Bitcoin run to fulfill the destiny of the bearish cyber pattern, and we didn't get there. So, yeah, either way, and like MK was saying, If we get a swing low here, then we can just readjust and make some sort of channel. But either way, it doesn't invalidate the cipher at all. Don't even think that it invalidates that. So, what's up, Jerome, man? Let's go to Tron Connect, I guess, just because why not? Who cares? Scrubtastic, man. Scrubtastic. Alright, with this thing, you've back tested, right? A couple times at this point. You back tested off this old area that was once a support, a very, very strong support that extends back all the way to the 18th of March, right? Broke down, back test. Broke down, came back up, back tested. But you're making higher lows. Weird. Weird enough. But yeah, we saw a wedge, right? We had a pretty nice looking wedge with bullish divergence to boot. So we had a nice pop, but the pop was nothing. You know, you didn't get even close to any kind of measurement. Which, what does that mean? That's very, very weak to see. Okay, you're below the 20, below the 50, below the 200. You just had death cross 3 days ago. Death cross. Remember the last time we had a death cross on the 4 hour for Tron Connect? When was it? Here it was. That was the last time we had a death cross. Was on the 27th of January. From there, we went from 612 sats, or 612 sats to 318 sats. So we went down like 300 sats, lost half our value after a death cross on the 27th of January. So we'll see how this one plays out. This is the most previous death cross that we've had since then. So it's been like, what? 4 months. It was like end of January. Okay, good luck. Surprise, you know, we back tested here initially, but we just keep breaking down. So you're going to test that 752 area, but if you don't hold that, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a ton of trouble. This thing keeps on breaking down. Eventually, you know, we would just adjust the wedge, turn it into a channel for better vision, scope of vision. But look at the volume. The volume is gone, man. It's freaking gone. I mean, that's terrible volume. Lower high than your previous high. Bad. Bad. Tron Connect. Bradford says Tron Connect 4710 by November. I don't know, man. That's too whole of a number. I have 4 screens, Careless. I have 4 screens. I wonder if I can adjust so y'all can see. I don't know. Hold on. Let me... It's going to be tough. I have this really, like... It's a finicky thing. Webcam. So if it breaks or something, you know what happened. I can't do it, man. See, you can't see because of the mic. The light. Look up. Like that. 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 And then that, man. So yeah, if you were curious about the battle station, it's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty freaking nuts. Okay. Downward sloping channel, I believe. You know, if we don't do anything soon, which doesn't look like we are, you're going to be in a lot of trouble with Tron. I think a trend that extended on since the 18th of March, they come to an end, they come to a close, and then you establish new trends. That's why we draw channels. Look, we think that we have intersecting trends here, all right? That you were still within this upward sloping intermediate trend, you may have started another trend, okay? And that's why we're prepared for that. That's why we draw these. Okay, there you go, Tron Connect. Let's go to ZIL. No, ARN. ARN being asked about. I'll look at that one in a minute. Interesting. Some sort of upward sloping support, and we're holding it for now. You're above the 50, above the 20, and you're above that 200. Well, actually, you're below the 20 MA currently, but above the 50 and the 200. That's nice. If you start seeing some higher prices, you'll eventually get a golden cross, which is nice. But before the breakdown, we showed that bearish divergence. We know. Crazy, the volume picked up. Insane, you know, like crazy. Ever since the breakdown, started huge volume candles. Enrique Alonso, thanks for being here, man. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team, man. It's not gonna work. But this intersects or touches this one right here, right? Sure, man. There's really a way to look at it, okay? So we'll see how this holds up. If you break down, testing the heart line, really nice support here. You know, at what, 13,000 Satoshis? It seems like that was critical. You made a nice bottom there, and if we break this, we'll soon touch that again. All right, look at the daily. Not near as nice. Great FOMO, great man, great FOMO. I think it still looks good on the daily, right? This channel, it's a good parameter, scope of vision, it's downward sloping. You're not making lower lows anymore, which is really good. Okay, you actually made a higher low right here. On candle body closes on the daily than you did here. That's always a good sign. But you're not making higher highs either, but that's why we say price contraction. Hey, what's up, Renee Marie? Thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Lady. You're not really doing anything right now. I mean, on the oscillators, you're literally just like at 50, 51. You're making lower prices with lower levels of positive momentum. You're making lower prices, lower levels of relative strength. That's really just like bearish convergence. And again, we talked about the volume picking up. So I'm interested to know why the volume picked up. But it only started when we started selling off. So keep your eye on ARN just because of that. I don't really get that. Just kind of random. So that's about it though, man. That's about it. This thing's just kind of floating along. All right. That's it. Not very interesting. I know. I get it. How'd Zilliqa fare? Someone asked about Zill. Nice, man. Nice. Back tested. Broke to the upside. Cool, man. You're getting some nice consolidation there. I like that a lot. I really like that. Some of these are showing some pretty nice bullish consolidation patterns. Duh. Right? Bull flag. Sweet, man. Sweet. Could clean some stuff up, I guess. Measure move got hit. All kinds of measure moves got hit on this one. This is a beautiful trend. Okay. Just do this then. Whoa. Makes no sense right there. None. I think that makes more sense right there. Because of the heart line here. And really, shoot, man, it doesn't make any sense. It was just a trend that occurred. I like that, the way it was. Okay, so we just got rid of that channel up there. It's just getting really crowded. Can't really tell. And I know there's new people in here that don't really know. They're just kind of curious what's going on. We ran up, broke above the 200 MA, which is always a strong resistance support, and we just broke down from there. We're testing off the 20 using that support and possibly setting up for higher prices. Could be. But I guarantee you, when we break to the upside, if we do break to the upside, we will be making bearish divergence as soon as we break above our previous candle body high close. So just keep that in mind with ZIL. Okay, we broke out of a downward sloping channel. Great. Yeah, we got a ways to go. We said if you broke that 1656 area, look left right here. We did it. We couldn't sustain above it, so it's still going to be a resistance. And your big resistance areas are going to be 1774 and 1814. That little zone right here. It's going to be a big resistance zone. Okay, so if you do break to the upside, this won't be easy to break above. All right, there you go, man. There you go. That's Zilliqa. Zilliqa coin, man. Okay, man. ADA. False breakout, but look where you landed. Wow. Look where you landed. Can we just adjust it then? That's gross, man. That's really gross. Oh. So maybe that wedge worked out. Jeez, man. Yeah, there's not much you can really do. It was like this. It ended up being this. And you broke it like that. We discussed the oh, this is the one where I was wrong, called it hidden bearish divergence, but it was hidden bullish divergence, making higher lows. But again, the you're making lower highs on your RSI. So either way, we broke down, testing the 50 right now, and it seems like this is what it turned into. We thought maybe we're getting some bullish consolidation. We didn't refine that at all. We made higher highs, which is bad. Always not, that's not what you want to see. Remember, upward sloping flag crap, exhaustion, and then downward sloping consolidation, proper consolidation, setting you up for higher prices. So broke that, whatever this was right here. Okay, man. But with ADA, with downward sloping channel, sim triangle within it, broke down out that. Bear pole, bear flag, broke down again. Look left, wiped out all our altcoin spring gains. We finally bottomed out at this previous candle body high close, this zone right here, around 24.34, and then from there we hit our third touch point of the falling wedge, it seemed like, and then broke out. And we discussed a measure move of any kind of wedge like that would be like 35.25. We're not even close to that yet. So we're below the 200, but we're above the 50, but we're below the 20. So only holding on by a thread. We set a support would be 27.33 if we couldn't hold the 50 right here. 27.33. So there you go, man. There you freaking go. Yeah, we're making higher highs on price, lower levels of relative strength. That was bearish divergence. Impending price action reversal, got it. XLM. Gross. Really gross, man. Tested all that 200 MA, couldn't hold it, couldn't break it, double topped. Gross, bearish divergence, breakdown. There it was, impending price action reversal. We got it. We got it. Man. So now we're above areas that were once a support. We couldn't hold off. This was critical at 39.24. So now we're below those areas. Floating along, not really testing much of anything as, okay, we're testing this previous candle body high close right now as support. See how that holds up. Looks like we made a swing low here because we closed the last 4 hour candle and the high was lower than the close on the previous one, so you could say that is. So maybe we could draw some sort of little channel for a scope of vision. Gonna be hard to say though. If that's the case, that might be a freaking wedge, man. Just leave it alone for now. I want more development. I want more things to happen first. Okay, you can see, look, here, here, and here. That's the double top part. That makes it tough to say if that is a wedge. So again, I need more pattern development. But we said, yeah, this thing played out. The trade would be 4207, 4391 if we could ever make it. But it seems like we're stalling out pretty hard at that 200 MA with a double top with bearish divergence on both oscillators. Okay, so there you go, man. That's XLM. Not much more to talk about. Take a look at chat. Yep, Stoner, Stacking Stone Man. We did no, not DGB. Sorry. You know, there's like 1787 Pokemon, so. Just getting through chat. I'm very behind. Play some online poker with the rig? Yeah, man, for sure. What's up, Jacob Torres? Tron Connect. IOTX. No, it has not been covered yet, Jerome. There's not much data either, so I don't know what you really expect on the chart. Oh, they did a crypto buyback, Mr. Yeti? Crypto Yeti? Purchase volume itself? Weird. Sounds fraudy. I don't think so, James. Don't think you can. Sure, Andy, man. Indicator of the blue lines? Talking about the channel, parallel channel, maybe? Nope, Juan's not been covered either, man. I do use the charts below the candle chart. I don't know what you're talking about. Verocities, you even watching the stream? I'm constantly, do you not see all the trend lines and stuff? And I talk about this every single time, every chart. You just trolling? I don't get it. Getting through chat. No, you asked me about lines, and I thought you meant the simple moving average, and that's when I went into an explanation of the SMAs that I use. That's literally what I did when you said that. So I didn't act like I didn't know what you're talking about. You asked a question about lines, and these are lines that I see. What's up, John Doe, man? One Man Army. Not sure, One Man Army, man. What's up, Stephen Fu, man? OMG. Spit roast, Stacking Stoner, man. What's up, Mr. Paul Van Der? I can put it on the list, man, but I've been going 1 hour and 42 minutes now, so I'm about to be getting out of here pretty soon, okay? Very long time. No way, Pete. How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. You want to raid my base? Raid the Bitcoin bullish pennant? I see no pennant, man. Alright, Julia, have a good one. Thanks for being here. BNB to Bitcoin. Still holding, man. Still freaking holding. Jeez. Testing, wicking off that 20 MA back below that critical area. Yeah, man, it's just not going to be easy to break that. And you had that bearish divergence, like really hardcore bearish divergence. Even had like short-term bearish divergence, like crazy, man. Look at this. Jeez. Right? That was right here was your like highest high of the run up. It's like nothing. Like nothing. So it's crazy that we're holding here. See how much longer we hold though, because we're breaking down. If we form a swing high, we're making a lower high than our previous high. Yep, don't put your doors on or your walls on the wrong way, or I will pickaxe raid you, Stephen Fu, man. Pretty much, Mr. Van Der. Pretty much, man. Go look at the stock market though. It's not. Thanks, Iconic, man. Really appreciate that and all the support and you know, contributions and stuff that you give, man. Yeah, so Airbnb's looking pretty decent, but again, you're failing to break. You're having it's like a 5% fail of a breakout. Okay, we talked about exhaustion, right? When you break to the upside and then you have upward sloping flag crap. You get exhausted and you break down. Now we don't know if we're done breaking down yet. We could very well break down again, test the 50. Then from there, come down and test old areas, previous candle body high closes right here and here. All right, these are areas of support down here. If we can't hold up. Arthur says hello. Tell him I say hello. Yeah, man, think about it, Steven. We would like stalk people. We'd stalk people and figure out their routines when they came online, when they got offline. Look where they went, their farmers, when they would like what rooms they'd go to and stuff. What's up, Alondre? Alondre Page. Well, I'm glad all of y'all are here. I really do appreciate y'all a bunch. I can't make a pattern. There's no pattern here, up here. Okay, it's just a bunch of crap. It was an upward sloping flag. I don't need to draw that to show you. That's unhealthy consolidation, ends and breakdowns. We're breaking down, probably making a lower high. But if we can somehow break to the upside, that's great. But your volume's not there. Your volume's not there, making bearish divergence from here to here. Could easily come all the way down to the 50 and then these old areas of support. Okay. You normally don't want to make moves up like this, so close to these critical resistance all-time high points. You want to be pretty coiled up, ready to go with gas in the tank. By the time you got up here, you were overbought. By the time you got up here, you were already showing bearish divergence. You were just doing all the wrong things when you hit critical points of resistance, okay? So that's BNB. Oh yeah, Steven, man. We were nuts, dude. No, no one would even know we were there, Steven. Stacking stones with your toes. Oh, shoot. Julie just left. I'm going to do it. Somebody tell her. I don't think we looked at this pair in a minute. Oh, yeah, we have, I guess. Still in a downtrend. Why? Lower high than your previous high. Lower lows than your previous lows. Still suck, man. Great, a huge falling wedge pattern, like insanely large falling wedge. That's it, man. You had a huge downward sloping channel and a wedge. You broke out. When you broke out, Bitcoin crapped out. US dollar tether. That means when Bitcoin craps, you're going to crap too. NEO. Counter Reefs coin, man. Still always the best areas. Always the best areas. of value in falling wedges. But I mean, this thing's just could easily very well come down to test these points again. Coffee and cool it. Yeah, man, I just like putting in. Oh, see, the sugar really is gross, man. I don't know. Sugar ruins coffee for me. I've trained my taste buds to not like sugar much, right? Because it's just poison. That's all sugar really is. I mean, like, we're talking cane sugar. So I just don't. I don't have much of it in my diet because I know the effects that it would cause, long term. But you don't have to have sugar to have a nice, healthy life. So, I mean, obviously there's fructose, there's natural sugars, all that. Okay, great. You can eat carbs too. Crypto Coyote getting wrecked again today. Fist bump, yeah, man. I don't know, just something about it, man. It just doesn't, it makes it taste weird. And it's just probably my taste buds not used to sugar and coffee. And I drink a lot of coffee, so I don't want to be making it to where I want sugar in my coffee. Because drinking coffee is very healthy. There's antioxidant in it, and there's studies done by universities where there's a 85% reduction in chance of getting Alzheimer's or dementia later in life when you drink coffee regularly, 2 to 3 cups a day. Nothing, you don't want to go crazy. Moderation, you always have to have moderation, but coffee's very good for you, your mental health. Sugar invades the mitochondria. What's up, Arthur? He made it, man. Hey, Emily's been talking about you. She also contributed $5, so really do appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much for all the support, really. Try a pint of Guinness. What kind of Guinness, man? I can't do stouts at all, dude. Top of the hour XRP, yep. And you can also rewind to Crypto Coyote and see my analysis of XRP. I've already done 2 in this stream. Coffee's a diuretic. Oh, of course, you gotta stay hydrated. Absolutely, absolutely. And I gotta go to the bathroom right now, for sure. Well, Velocities, man. If you're gonna make a bot that could lose you a stupid amount of money, yeah, you need to learn a lot. But again, it's a live stream. I have to, give equal amounts of attention to everybody because there's, 140 people right now watching. So, well, there were, whatever. I don't know. My stupid viewer count thing always bugs out and just always freezes. It's just dumb. But I don't know why it works and then just stops working. It's just, why is it such faulty technology? Well, I don't understand what it does. It's like, I'm just not going to update anymore. Forget it. Stone Stacker, no, I've not had Stash IPA. Evidently, there are breweries that are like banned that aren't legally able to sell here in this state. Like our buddy Nick Adams was trying to get me to buy Racer 5 IPA from that brewery in Florida, or no, Cali. And what's up, Kanan? Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. You the Jesus man, appreciate it. Yeah, they just I called places that would have it, and they say no, they're not allowed to distribute here. Oh, Stephen Fu, that sounds gross, man. Are you talking about the Rust candy bars that you find in whatever, the things, the bins? Hold down the fort. She bested you. That's right, man. That's right, Arthur. Oh, hey, Jerome. Those are called Rocky Mountain oysters in America, man. Yes, Anthony. Yes. Alright, there's near to the US dollar tether, still in the falling wedge and making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. The trend's not bullish right now.
Renlog tipped $5. Can you do one more stock for me? Fang? Thanks, NVDA man.
That's not one stock, man. That's like 4 stocks. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. That's Fang. So, is there actually a stock that is literally Fang? Diamondback, you want Diamondback Energy? Big breakdown, man. Got wrecked. What happened? Was it news? I guess dividends. Yeah, when the dividends get paid out, people will get out. Showing some nice bullish divergence in the 4 hour, but it's for the 1 day. God, I hope if you're look, let me know if you're talking about it before I start going into this. I don't want to just analyze Fang, Diamondback Energy. Okay, so you're literally wanting, yeah, wow, okay. No problem, man. Okay. There's your channel. Okay. One could argue maybe not. We made a higher low right here. Okay. Something about like trend lines. When you don't double bottom or test that trend line and you make a higher low, that's really good a lot of times. That's accumulation. Just remember that. Just rule of thumb. Something to remember and take note of. Okay. When you don't make that, when you don't touch it, and you go about 95% of the way, that can be the beginning of another move up. Nice move up. So from there though, I mean, dude, that's like a, yeah, you had all that, oh yeah, man. Oh, wow. So you had a double top, and you get it, man. You had a double top. You had a high. You made the same high with lower levels of positive momentum, right? Impending price action reversal. Beautiful time to go short. Beautiful time. People do go short when you double top with bearish divergence. Boom. Breakdown on very nice levels of volume. Very nice levels of volume. You're now below the 200-day moving average. You stay below that, you will in fact run down to this 100 area. About 100 is going to be a psychological support, as well as it looks like if you're the angle here, it's going to be right around, you know, the bottom trend line of your upward sloping channel that you're in. Okay. Okay. So that's it, man. That's kind of what it looks like. There you go. There you go, man. You fell below this area too. That was a support. Couldn't hold the... Oh, I see. Look left. You're also holding another. It's another support right there you're holding off of. You whipped off and closed right at it. So, you got a decent amount of support. We'll see how that goes, okay? Okay, man. Oh, you know what you had going technically towards the end on Diamondback Energy? It was slight. It was very, very slight. Almost didn't even matter or happen or count until you almost didn't know about it until it was too late, right? Because you had to make these higher highs. But yeah, you ended up getting a rising wedge pattern. Interesting. There you go, man. Rising wedge pattern. Measure move would most certainly put you out of this channel, which would be really bad. So, there you go, man. There you go. That's it. It's Fang. Had a nasty, nasty beatdown. We're talking You've lost so much value in a 7-day period. Destroyed, man. Dominated. But man, what can you be mad about? Had such a nice run up. Such a nice run up. Okay. Trends end. You know how it works. That's it. There you go, Rimlog. Yeah, I've seen Boiler Room. Stephen Fu. Problem with prices and oysters. It's decent that I don't eat oysters much these days. Nah, hey Alan, put 2 N's in there too, man. Put NVIDIA in there. Why would NVIDIA not be able to be included in that, dude? 2 A's, 2 N's. Red flag for Bitcoin. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. All the FUD, man. Let's go back to Bitcoin. It's now time for your local on the 8s. Been going for 2 hours now. 2 hours, y'all. Nice, moving up. Hey, MK might have it. We might have it. We got 3 more hours though, so we gotta wait and see. But see how it goes, man. See how it goes. You just have to make an adjustment, right? That's all you do. If that truly was it. It worked out pretty well for us here when we remember we had it like that. Ran up from there, broke down, then we adjusted. Now we can make another adjustment. But again, if that's the case, you know, something we could do, run up, test the 20, and then break down to lower prices, make a lower high than our previous high. We've got to wait and see that too. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but we only, from this swing high from X to C, we've only retraced about 38% of the way. That's very, very bearish. Okay, very bearish. It's gross, man. It's gross. Rico, what happened, Steven? XRP's on a little run again. Alright, man. You did it, dude. Thanks, B-Slice, man. Appreciate all your support being here, dude. Yeah, dude, send her some Verge, man. All in. Kappa. Okay. See if this is the swing low, moving up a little bit on literally no volume. You know how that is. The volume has completely just turned to nothing. It's gone. The big move down, saw tons of volume, and since then it's just been making lower volume candle body closes over and over and over. So if we do it again, say we run up on lower levels of volume, eventually this is going to give way and we will see a huge spike in volume. The way it's working, right now. We have the calm before the storm on the volume. You can clearly see that right now. The way it's just dissipating, going away. It's like, remember I've said it before, it's like when a huge tidal wave's coming, all that water's getting pulled out to the ocean. Right? That's the way the volume drying up is doing, right? Same thing. Cheers, Blockhead, man. Thanks, dude. Okay, there you go. Bitcoin. See if it holds. If this holds, if this is the swing low, we'll make the adjustment to our trend line. It might just be an upward sloping channel, which is fine. Doesn't invalidate any kind of cipher, because I mean we only made it 38% of the way. Terrible. Bouncing off the 20. Remember we discussed the tweezer double bottom, right? Running up again. Would love to see us break above that 200, run all the way up. Maybe touch the 1272 from the swing high to swing low. And then that's when we're getting to areas that are well enough to where we can have a nasty breakdown, start showing some divergence and stuff. I feel like if you do make that run up, you're going to show stupid levels of bearish divergence. Okay, so okay, here you go. Ethereum, an amazing run after a 3-month long correction. Whew, man, thing lasted forever. So we'll just see how it plays out, man. See how it plays out. The trend ended. Okay, we've been in this bearish trend really since the 20th of May. So about 2 weeks. That's it. So we've had a 2-week, we're in the process of a 2-week long formation of this pattern. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. I really like how we're not breaking down now. That bodes well for this pattern. All right. Well, I guess we can just get a Ripple before I peace. Wait, wrong XRP. I like it, man. We said what? Pivot here, run up again, get some bearish divergence again, break down. See how it plays. See how it plays, man. Nothing's changed besides we're pumping a little bit on little volume. And that's because Bitcoin's moving up a little bit, so. Too many people are in this for the Lambo. Too many people came to crypto because they saw 1,000% gains and said that's what I want. And they forgot that they didn't know anything about market dynamics, and so winter came for them, and they're still here, and they're waiting for those 1,000% gains to come back, and we're 6 months in, still not seeing 1,000% gains unless you're looking at S coins that are manipulated on KuCoin or something. You're not getting it. So but again, there's another market out there that has a $21 trillion market cap that it's at all-time highs, and it keeps making higher highs. So a lot of opportunity there, but no one cares about that. Everyone came here because of the great FOMO. Most people are here because they got sucked in by the great FOMO. Yeah, Stephen Food. This is a great song called "C" by Tycho. Love this song. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Keep pumping.
Remlog tipped $5. Thank you for all that you do. You help keep my hard-earned money safe every week.
Thanks, Remlog, man. That makes you the top Jesus of the day. Not really a big deal or anything. Day streams are normally really, we don't get many subs or contributions during the day stream. So, dude, thanks, man, for being the top Jesus of the day. It means everything. So, I think you understand. I'm coming on here, spending time out of my day every day for the most part, unless we have a 5-hour stream at night, trying to do, coin requests for y'all. So, thank you, Rimlog. I really do appreciate that, man. Okay, so there you go. We covered a great amount of coins today. Good amount. So, yeah, for sure. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again where I must say goodbye, but that's okay. I'll be back tonight at 11 Eastern for Crypto and Chill, episode 102. Let's see if Bitcoin, Ripple, and Ethereum can keep on marching, keep running up to those levels we want to see them at before they, you know, that 786 retracement for those cyber patterns. And we'll see if we can hit the top of the wedge again for XRP here. It'd be great, man. It'd be awesome. More establishment. I guess just getting more established, more refined patterns before the breakdown. So that's only good for us. So people are able to make money or whatever before it breaks down. So until tonight, stay hyped.